Hey guys, it's Thorn. Just checking in. Thought I'd make an update video just because I hadn't done anything in a while. My very exciting life right now consists of job hunting, which is soul crushing, and just kind of going about the usual stuff, running a group and circles with my own coven, blah, 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 and trying to write every day, keeping up with the tarot studies, remembering to feed Oliver and play with him sometimes or whatever, Anyway, things are okay. Gearing up for Piedmont Pagan Pride Day. I'm doing a workshop, and I'm on the interfaith panel, which I did last year, and it was a lot of fun, and there's a different handful of people this year, so it should be a lot of fun. So if you are in the Piedmont area of North Carolina, which is essentially the whole western portion of the state, you should come, because it'll be great. And if you are in the Raleigh area, the Raleigh Pagan Pride Day, I guess it's the Central Piedmont. The Central Pagan Pride Day, or whatever. The one that's in Raleigh, that's the weekend before, and that's actually one of the only PPDs in the country that's 2 days. So if you're in North Carolina, there will be paganism aplenty over that span of like 7 days. So you should come. What's new? Not a whole lot, I guess. Well, maybe, I don't know. So I finally caved, and I have a Twitter account now, which I don't use for anything useful thus far, but I am there. So you're welcome to follow me there if you are so inclined. I also have set up a tarot blog, just because it's something that had been on my mind for a while, and I do a lot of writing about tarot, but I don't post it anywhere most of the time. It just sits on my laptop or in my notebook. And I thought it might be nice to have a place to set it out into the world, but I didn't want to do it at thornthewitch.com just because thornthewitch.com is about witchcraft, essentially, and tarot doesn't appeal to a lot of people. If you're not a tarot reader, it gets pretty boring reading about other people gushing about tarot, because tarot people, as you other tarot people know, are obsessive and crazy and can go on forever and ever about tarot. So I thought I would carve out my own little corner of the internet where I could go on and on about tarot. So if you want, you can visit me at tarotskeptic.com. I'll put the link below. And you can go there and read a little bit more about the URL. It's designed to be a little provocative. It's not really, but I feel like my style as a tarot reader is a little bit different than a lot of people who are readers. And while I have a lot of respect for other styles of tarot reading, I think I might be up to something that is a little bit different. Actually, the phrase that popped into my head just now was just a little bit less magical. Those of you who've watched me for a while or have read the shit that I write or whatever, you know that I am super in my head, and I'm all about the intellectual approach to things. I'm not particularly intuitive, and my style of study with regard to anything is regimented and all about structure and routine, and so what ends up happening is my tarot style is is different, and it'll appeal to some people, and it really won't appeal to others, and that's okay. But anyway, if you're curious, if you're a tarot person and you care about what I have to say as a tarot person, tarotskeptic.com. That's actually the Twitter handle too. It's at tarotskeptic. But it's generally going to be witch stuff. That's mostly all I've posted so far. So it's appropriate to follow if you're some variety of witch or pagan or just general occult person. So there's that. What else? Oh, I'm very excited because my kindergarten best friend got back in touch with me a few days ago, kind of randomly. And this friend and I, we went to elementary school and, yeah, I guess just elementary school together. And then we ended up going to different schools and reunited in high school. But she's significant, aside from the fact that she's just independently awesome. She's significant because she was the person who really got me interested in Wicca to begin with. This was the person who I read Teen Witch with and saw The Craft for the first time with, and it's been totally wild talking to her and being nostalgic and reminiscing about those days when we would just hide out in her basement bedroom and copy Scott Cunningham and ask each other newbie questions and just generally be 90s teen witches. So that's been really exciting. Yeah, and anyway, she lives in another state now, but I'm hoping to reconnect with her and maybe go out for a visit or something, in which case I'll probably drag her onto the channel and you can watch us drink wine or cocktails or whatever and listen about Wicca in the 90s, because if you weren't there, you missed something glorious. Okay, I think that might be all. Yeah, I guess that's everything. Oh, I got a new tarot deck in the mail. So if you're not into tarot, you can buy. I got the wooden tarot in the mail today, and for those of you who know, this deck by Skull Garden, and you can go to skullgarden.net and look at it, and she sells through Etsy. But this deck was originally released as a limited edition Major Arcana set, and she just released the full 78 card deck with the minors, and it's beautiful, and it might be its own video or a blog post or something later. I won't gush about it now, but it's fantastic, so you should cruise over to skullgarden.net or search for the Wooden Tarot on Etsy and get a copy. She's sending them out signed, and they're lovely. And if it's perfect if you love the Wild Unknown. That's a very popular deck right now. And I think I mentioned the Wooden Tarot Major Arcana set in one of my tarot videos earlier. But if you're into animal decks and you loved the Wild Unknown, or you just love really incredible, provocative, kind of macabre art, this is a deck you should check out. So that is all. I hope everyone is well, and till the next time.